Wait for some folks to come in the room. Got some pretty interesting topic to talk about. Want everyone to pay attention, and yeah. So I'm gonna just wait for a few people to come in the room, then I just get on with the commentary and stream. Make sure I'm looking presentable. Oh boy. Oh, got 5 watching right now. All right, cool. All right. All right. So before I get into the to what I'm going to talk about, sub Kai Watts. Before I get into what I'm going to talk about, let me make a quick announcement. So those of you who have seen it recently did a video, and I wanted to say how the video I made may have actually offended some folks. I wanted to say that it was not my intention to offend anybody or to go after any particular group. And for those who was offended by it, you know who you are. I just want you to know that I've always respected you, and I have no problem with you. I respect your friendship, and I admire your friendship, and your friendship means a lot to me. And I want you to know that, like I said before, what I was saying was not meant as a slight or any form of disrespect. So that's just what I wanted to put out there. All right. All right. Now let's get on with the purpose of the stream. I recently saw a video from Dr. Oz about Lark Voorhies. For those of you who don't remember this show, there was a show that came on in the 90s called Saved by the Bell. And Saved by the Bell was a group of students at a fictional high school called Bayside in California. Probably one of those preppy schools where rich kids. Anyway, the cast of characters on the show were Zach, Screech, Slater, Kelly Kapowski, Mr. Belding, and of course, Lisa Turtle. Lisa Turtle was the character that was played by Lark Voorhies. Well, recently the show just got through doing a reboot, but Lark Voorhies was not invited to be a part of the reboot for whatever reason. Now we knew that Lark was she had some issues in her later years after the show was over. She dealt with bipolarism. She dealt with a lot of things, and she dealt with some issues in her life, and she just wound up pretty much fading away. She was briefly in a marriage to a guy, but it only lasted for 6 months, and I think she even I think she even has some issues. She even was in a relationship with Martin Lawrence for a little bit. But anyway, the thing is this that she was not called or invited to come to the to reboot of the show, despite the fact that she's a major character on the show. Which just strikes me to be quite odd how somebody who was part of the foundation of the show to begin with is not invited to be a part of the reboot. So, so why didn't they invite her to come back into this program that she was part of the foundation of? You know, knowing Hollywood's history with people who have dealt with, say, substance abuse, a lot of times that folks have been allowed to reinvent themselves and come back. Now, my theory is this: the fact that, well, we know Lark Voorhies being an African American woman, and we know how Hollywood historically and presently has been with people of color. What basically what happened? So she dealt with whatever her, I forget what she said her condition was, but she dealt with issues of bipolarism, and she just wasn't there mentally. Now the thing is that how we know that how Hollywood is with folks. They put on the facade. They want to make people they be like the beautiful people, but they don't want folks to be known that folks actually have problems sometimes in reality. And once you start having problems and issues, they throw you away like your yesterday's trash. Let me say hello to some people in the chat first of all. Hey, Silks. Silks is in here. Annette B. What's up, James Hudson? How's everybody doing? It's good. Let's see who else is here. Yeah, and Kai Watts. Who else we got? Oh, Nikki, what's going on? Nikki C, Divine Perfection. What's going on? Anyway, so yeah, so I was talking about how Lark Voorhees was not invited to come to the show. What up, Filthy Frank? She was she wasn't invited to come back to the show, despite the fact that she was a major character on the show, and they just threw her away like she was yesterday's trash. I don't think that's right. And we know in the past that how these child actors, a lot of them, they grow up, they get into substance abuse, they get into the drugs, they illicit affairs and stuff like that. And a lot of times, like I said before, they've been able to come back from that. But the fact that she was just completely erased out of the show's history and not even given a second thought, I think it was pretty messy. It was real messed up, and it reminds me of something similar they did to on to Jamie Foxworthy on the show Family Matters. She wasn't invited to come back to that show's reunion because she had an extra an affair where she wound up getting pregnant. I think she even got into the pornography as well as some drugs herself. But she came back and she just basically wanted people to talk to her. And the thing with Lark Voorhees, she just wanted people. She just wanted folks to talk to her. She just wanted folks to just come there and be there for her. But she wasn't. They weren't even there for her like they should have been. And I asked myself, why do they do that? Because Hollywood is made up of people want to put on a facade that everything is just everyone is just so beautiful. Everyone's just living so wonderfully. Everyone's just living these unrealistic lives where everything is so picture perfect and no one's having problems. So So, but they don't realize that people, or they don't want to realize that people are actually having problems in life, that people are actually dealing with real life issues, that folks are not that the folks are not just cut out to be the folks are just not cut out to be what they think they are. So that's the issues surrounding that around Lork's departure from the show. Anyway, Lork, she got into some issues. She had a few movies and a few guest appearances she was in, but then her star just decided to fade away. Started to fade away. I think Lork though is a beautiful woman, and I think she should have been invited to the reboot. Whereas is that Hollywood needs to be more accepting of people who have issues. I mean, how is it that other stars have been able to come back with their lives? Like Robert Downey Jr., we know, perfect example. He had a string of issues and run ins with the law, but yet he was able to clean himself up, come back, and play the role of Iron Man in a few films and even in the Avengers movie. So, but see, I figured it out, at least I think I did, that when you come from a certain persuasion, when you come from the mainstream society, you're gonna always have you're gonna always have things that's going for you. You're gonna have all the resources and benefits and backup for yourself that's not necessarily available for people that are not from the mainstream community. So and I just wanted to put that out there. Like Lisa Turtle was actually probably one of my favorite characters on the show. The character was a fashionista. No, pretty much just one of your typical Valley Girl type of girls. That's what the show Bayside School High School was supposed to be like one. I guess a rich kids type of school, a celebrity school in Southern California, typical Hollywood high school type. So So let's see what some of you all are saying. Silk says, "Is Robert Downey Jr. still around? I'd like to." Silk's Robert Downey Jr. is still around. The last movie he was in, he played Iron Man in Avengers Endgame. He's played Iron Man in just about all of the Avengers films and in his own standalone films. And actually, he's in a movie now, a reboot of Doctor Dolittle. So he plays Doctor Dolittle in that movie. So, but so when you have a society though that's running an entire industry, you're gonna have people looking out for folks in that industry more so than people that are considered minorities. And Lord Voorhies was pretty much Lisa Turtle rather was the only black character on the show. So I'm thinking that may have something to do with it as well. You have a lot of times black characters are not really taken seriously or really given much of a representation. No way. So that's pretty much what that all boils down to. And Nikki says Hollywood is not the place for some people. Yeah, that is true. Some people really can't fare well in the industry. Some people are not cut out for it. They probably can't handle the pressures and stuff. Hey, Monique, they can't handle a lot of the things that go on in the industry. So, yeah. So you are absolutely right. You are completely right about that. So, but the thing is that while some of these folks are part of the show, while some of these folks are continuing to be ostracized and others are being pretty much praised and resurrected and given all kinds of chances, sub bias, given all kind of chances to reinvent themselves, it doesn't really do matters. That's why, as us as a people, we need to have our own industry. We need to put things in place that'll quantify our own people. We need to do things that are, hey ISP, how you doing? We need to do things that's gonna benefit our own people. That's why in the industry, I mean, I love the industry. Don't get me wrong, but I think we could do well doing independent stuff. Making independent, films and stuff like that. Doing stuff on YouTube, maybe even Netflix. Now, Hollywood is not the only game in town. Now, like I said before, I don't mind going to Hollywood and getting the knowledge and the wisdom and the networks and contacts. Yeah, of course I do that. I don't mind that. I mean, like I was saying before, I am not anti-Hollywood. I don't hate Hollywood. By all means, eventually you gotta probably have to work with someone in the industry. But the way that they treat people who come on hard times or maybe become a shadow of their former selves, it's not right. Because a lot of these people, they deal with depression themselves. They deal with a lot of mental issues. I just saw a video recently. Taraji Henson, she's perhaps one of the highest paid actresses, one of the most successful black actresses in the industry. She just recently said how she's dealt with depression, how she would be at events and just basically putting on a front and is going through the role and going through all the act only to just be then she just separate from folks and to just be to herself and just be depressed about things. You never know what's going on in people's lives. You never know what kind of triggers that they could be dealing with. You never know what folks are up against. That's why folks should that's why folks need to talk to people. I think the best form of psychiatry is talking it out with friends and or family. I don't think you should. People need to be prescribed all these medications and pills and stuff either. I think people should just have some good old fashioned talking. Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to adjust myself here. I got my back sitting against actual metal. That is not good. Ouch. Damn it. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, I mean, we just in today's society, we have to become more aware and more embracive of one another. Deal with each other's issues and deal with what's going on with folks. What's up, light bearer? How you doing? So, and y'all, here's a disclaimer. I'm not a doctor of any kind. I'm nothing in the medical industry. I'm not no kind of I'm not any kind of medical technician. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm none of that. I'm just someone that's concerned and has a heart for people and compassionate about people. And that's all. That's all. I just wanted to be known. I just have a heart for people. So, like, as I was saying, as far as Lord Voorhies is concerned, my heart goes out to her. My heart goes out to her. My um I hope she gets well. She seems like she's gotten better. She's getting better, and I pray for a speedier recovery for her. And I just definitely, I definitely, I definitely just Definitely pray for her to get some a good some good counsel, some people in her circle to talk with, some good friends, something like that. So so anyway, oh well, thank you, Monique. I appreciate that. I really do. It means a lot to me. Yeah, she's a great actress. Annette B. I definitely agree. I like Taraji P. Matter of fact, I've actually met her in person, and she's really down to earth. Matter of fact, Taraji, she's like basically she's homegirl. That's the way I look at it. She homegirl. She's real down to earth. She's basically somebody that she's basically somebody you live next door to. Oh, Neil Long. Okay, yeah, I've met Neil Long in person also a long time ago. I was actually an extra on in Love Jones. It was shot in Chicago. All right, Finley River Kennel. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you. So yeah, the phone would actually ring while I'm. Anyway, sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, what's going on, Ben Laden? How you doing? All right, but yeah, so yeah, like I said, my heart goes out to Lark Voorhies. Get real well soon, baby girl. You you can handle this. So yeah. So hold on, everybody. Sorry about that. Pushed the wrong thing. Um. So the next person, next part of the topic I wanted to mention was for those of you who don't know, there was another rapper that lost his life, was gunned down recently here in L.A. and in the Hollywood Hills section, somewhere that you would never think that there would be a murder. He went by the name Pop Smoke. And Pop Smoke was an up and coming rapper that was coming up. He was what's up, bro? Cook. He was she was he was an up and coming rapper. He was apparently involved in some, unfortunately, with the thing with a lot of these rappers today, they want to keep it too real. You know, they want to bring the street into the music with them, and sometimes they wind up getting claimed by the very thing that they want to be like. You know, so they so so they he was he was um he was murdered in his own home. The way I look at it, though, the way I see it, the way I see about people like Pop Smoke, he was like a lot of rappers. He was like flashing what he has, and the thing is that one of the things he did, all these guys, they get so cocky. They put their address out. He's putting his address out online, telling people where he lives. Personally, I think it might have been like an inside job. There was said to be no forced entry, so I'm thinking it might have been somebody he knew. But they say a bunch of hooded men, maybe about 4 or 5 hooded men, came in there, gunned him down. Now this is a question I have, because see, I've been in the Hollywood Hills before. Hollywood Hills is not some area that is easily accessible, especially on foot. There is no way that some guys could go up in a community like that, which is supposed to be, it's a really upscale area, and just murder somebody and get away scot free like that. There's something very fishy about that whole situation to me. And the thing is unfortunately, it's sad that you have life imitating art so much that the lines get blurred and people really start to die before their time. Pop Smoke, I think he was like, what, 20 years old? He was 20 years old when he died, gunned down. Um, I saw TMZ did a clip on him. They showed a picture of him like hours before he was gunned down, and he was flashing what he had. He had some items in his hand, and basically just telling the world what he has. And somebody obviously caught wind of it, and like you said, it came and got him. I think it may have been gang affiliated because, like, out here in LA, certain colors determine they certain colors they represent whatever affiliations you may have. Smoke was wearing a lot of blue, so you could probably assume he was, cripping something like that. So anyway, they came in, got him, and this is once again another tragedy of a young man or woman losing their life and leaving before his time. And once again, I'm not saying this because he's a rapper. I mean, I never heard any of his music. I never heard of him even until I found out about his death. But it's too many times you got this music today. You got a lot of these young people are just so. We live in a culture of death. We live in a culture where death is literally trendy. Smoking somebody, murdering people. It's basically a trend today. And it's like you could how folks could just take someone's life and not care one bit about it. It's just it's sad. It's a sad state of affairs, and it's a really hardcore way to live where you could become so numb and so insensitive to take another human life. And it could have been jealousy because the the thing about the unfortunate part about rap stardom is that you have a lot of people that are still hating on you. You have haters. You got people who don't want to see your success. They don't want to see you make it. They don't want to see you outshine them. And some people just have this attitude. They have pent up frustration that you made it, they didn't. They expect you to take them with you to the top. And folks are going to come gunning for you. And then when you cocky and arrogant about it, that really does not help your case either, because you're even adding more fuel to the fire. You're adding more, should I say, you're adding, you're putting more pressure on yourself, so to speak. I mean, I recently did a video about the ordeal with Tekashi 6ix9ine. The difference, though, between Tekashi and Pop Smoke is that Tekashi is still alive. And he was just as cocky and arrogant. So that's just what that is. I mean, what's up, money boy? How you doing? I mean, That's unfortunately how it is. Now these guys come in their 20s, and a lot of them, you're dealing with people who, for one thing, first of all, they haven't had that much. They haven't had anything in life, and some of them, they come into so much right away, and they just want us to go splurge. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with treating yourself, but I don't believe in getting something and then just flashing it in front of people. To me, that's not a very wise thing to do. It's just not. Monique Hill says that Hollywood Hills has twists and turns. You have to know where you go when you enter those hills. I'm from here. Yeah, exactly, Monique. You absolutely right. And I've been in those hills also. Like I said before, and you already know, the Hollywood Hills is, once again, that's not an accessible area. It's not something that you could easily just get into and get out. So my thing is that he had to have known who it was. I'm thinking whoever it was, they knew him. It was somebody that had it out for him, and not to mention he's putting his address out there online for people and just flashing money and stuff like that. I mean, it's just not wise. I mean, and these rappers, they just don't seem to get it. That once you get that type of fame, once you get that type of fortune, people are gonna come gunning for you. Like I said, you're gonna start gaining friends that you never knew you had, and you're gonna definitely start for sure gaining enemies that you never knew you had. It's people that want to take you off your throne as soon as you get on it, because folks don't folks do not want people without them. That's the unfortunate reality of what it is as a hip hop star. Once again, if you aspire to be a rapper, by all means do what you do. I would never tell no one not to follow their dream, but when you follow it, be sensible, be wise. I mean, I don't understand why a lot of these rappers, they want to walk around like they're untouchable, like they're bulletproof. What you need to do is get you a security team together, and you should never travel alone. Once you reach to that certain plateau, you're no longer a regular person, you're a celebrity now. You shouldn't be walking around by yourself. You should travel, especially if you're going to be putting in your music, being all cocky and arrogant and talking all manner of noise about people. You definitely going to need some bodyguards with you. I mean, if somebody would have got that message to say Triple X Tentacion and perhaps even LA's beloved, my boy Nipsey Hussle, they would probably still be alive today. But see, that's the problem when you try to be hood and be friendly with people at the same time. Or you try to be rather when you try to be a rock star and hood at the same time, the two just can't mix. Unfortunately, not in today's industry, it just cannot mix. You can't do the same things that you did before you got famous and expect for people to accept you as that, because folks are not going to really accept you the way they are. You're no longer you're no longer part of the hood anymore. You're now in the industry. Like there's an expression that goes like this: there's industry and in the streets. At one time, you might have been in the streets, but now that you made it, you're industry. So that's how it is. But yeah, he was gunned down, and it was a rented home he was in. So, and that's like I was saying, the fact that it was in the Hollywood Hills makes it even more bizarre, because that's just a neighborhood where you wouldn't expect something like that to even go down. Now Hollywood Hills is not known for that type of stuff. Hollywood Hills is well, that's where the celebrities are. Yeah, that's where well, yeah, that's why it's called the Hollywood Hills, because you got $1 million mansions of people, of celebrities and pop stars and content creators and everyone else out there. So you just can't bring that type of element there. But you know what they say, you can take the man out of the hood, but unfortunately sometimes you can't take the hood out of the man. And I think that's what happened to Pop Smoke. I mean, he's only 20 years old, y'all. 20 years old, and to lose his life like that, to be on top of the world and lose his life, it's unfortunate. So hey everyone, just want to do a quick reminder. Appreciate y'all coming here. Welcome to my channel. Support the channel, paypal.me/real Aaron Collins, as well as patreon.com/real Aaron Collins. Um, oh, happy belated birthday, Silks. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, you had a birthday that passed. Happy belated birthday. Let's see. Everyone get to know each other. I don't have no problem with people come supporting each other's channels. Everybody talk to one another. Do have some rules. I just want to say that I'm not. This is not a beef channel. If you guys have, if anyone's got a beef with one another or something like that, by all means, please don't do it here. If you can get it out of your system, then come back. If you are a troll, here's my rule. If you are a troll and troll quietly, if you're a troll, I welcome you also because you might learn something. As long as you don't disrupt the channel, disrupt anyone in the channel. I even allow trolls to sit and listen. Like I said, I might say something to where you don't want to troll no more. Hollywood Hills is where the evil is. I don't pass through that demonic place. I'm here in the low south, south central. I know that's right. And you know what? Funny thing, they say that the hood is I get it now about the hood being, maybe you would eventually want to get out of it, but the hood is not really all that bad. Yeah, I get it though. Sometimes you will have to get out of the hood for obvious reasons if you just make it to a certain financial level because people are not going to see you the same. But overall, when you go into some of these so-called upscale neighborhoods, people mm, people think it's real safe there. I tell you, I think more stuff happens in the upscale neighborhoods than they do in the so-called hood. Hollywood is fake and make believe. Ain't that the truth? And I say that, and I work in the entertainment industry. Like I was saying before, I'm an independent filmmaker. I love what I do, though. I mean, but that's the one thing about me. I realize what it is. I accept it for what it is, and I just operate around those parameters. Because at the end of the day, I'm still Aaron. That's what makes me the real Aaron Collins. Because I'm still me, regardless. I can't change me. I can't change who I am or what I am, and that's just it. You know, what you see right here is what you're gonna continue to see. I'm still working on making my channel more professional. I'm still working on my character, still working on me, and I just love to do the things that I do. So let's see what else you all are saying. Also, Monique once again says, "I'm hood, a Hollywood classy hood. You heard, brought up well. Peace be upon my OG Pop Sunny Hill." Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Exactly. I need your partnership for movies. Over Brother Collins. Hey, no problem. Light bearer, let me know. Thank you, Aaron. Hit that. Like, oh, I appreciate that, Unique. Yeah, yeah, and you know what? Like I was saying, Hollywood's got its place. Hollywood is Hollywood. And this conversation, I mean, both the topics of this conversation are interconnected. Like I was saying before earlier, when I started this conversation, Lark Voorhies, she was a staple on television on a popular show from the 90s, one of the founding cast members of the show, and even she got the boot from a show that she helped establish. So that tells you that there are no real friends, there are no actual alliances there. Now they have a certain little elite club that only certain people could be a part of, and others that are pretty much on the sidelines just get lost in the sauce. So that's not to say that you can't make friends in the industry. It is possible. You can make friends in the industry, but you just gotta know how to navigate the industry and be led. Use your discernment. Like I said, I heard about stories of things that go on in this industry. I know I've heard about certain parties and certain things that go on. I'm not going to get into that, but you got people once those cameras go off that have real issues and real things that they deal with in real life. So let that marinate and seep through your head there, everyone. And as far as Pop Smoke is concerned, too many times, we have this image of hip hop music that you gotta be hard, you gotta be street, you know, gotta be about that thug life, you know, gotta be gangster, you gotta keep it real. But sometimes they be keeping it a little bit too real. Once again, you saw what happened to Pop Smoke and Triple X Tentacion because see somebody kept it too real. Someone kept it too real with them to where some folks lost their lives, and then it ain't real no more. I remember one time that Master P said this about. He was actually referring to his brother C Murder, who I think is still locked up. That a lot of these guys want that street cred, so they still hang out in the hood. But Master P said it best: you can't keep your foot in the hood and one foot in the hood and one foot in the studio at the same time. You got to get one of them up. And I agree with that 100%. You can't stay in both places. Once you make it out, you make it out. And I agree that once you make it out, you need to stay out. I saw an interview with an OG Blood out here in LA named T. Rogers. T. Rogers was talking about how some of these rappers that come in the industry, these fake Bloods and Crips, how they want to start gang banging once they make it financially. Like he was talking about Jim Jones and Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne some of the cats in South Central was saying about Lil Wayne. Oh, and Soldier Boy too, saying how Lil Wayne once he started making millions of dollars, he all of a sudden wanted to start gang banging. He was saying that how Lil Wayne didn't get blessed in, he paid to be in. He said that about Jim Jones also, that they didn't pay to get in. I mean, that they paid to be a part of the gang. They didn't get blessed into the organization. They didn't come from the hood. The same with Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy went to Compton and hung out with some Pyrus, and he's running around with them like he one of them trying to put on a show and be hard. But let them Bloods tell him though. They were like, first of all, bro, you're not from this. You're not from us. We let you come round because you paid us, and that's exactly what Tekashi 6ix9ine did in Brooklyn. He got with Treyway because he had money. See, it was basically a symbiotic relationship. They wanted the money so they can get more weapons, and he wanted the street cred. He also wanted protection. But we see how that all turned out. He wound up dropping the dime on all of them. Shotty, me, the main one, they all went to jail. And I'm thinking I really haven't heard too much more about Soldier Boy no more, but the point I'm making is this is what happens when keeping it real goes wrong, goes bad, because you can have it could be cause dire consequences. Exactly. Um, Israel. Oh, Mimi doll. Hey, Queen. How you doing, Mimi? Yeah, you didn't change your name so much. But yeah, they're studio gangsters. Exactly. Studio gangsters. And you got these cats running around. No, studio gangsters. Exactly. They haven't seen the street, but they get real tough on the studio. Matter of fact, reminds me about studio gangsters sound a lot like a lot of these content creators. They get on here talking real tough, but up close and personal, they quiet as a church mouse. I mean, they so quiet you can hear a rat pissing on cotton. I mean, this is part about keeping it real. No, folks don't know what keeping it real really is, though. I mean, people wouldn't. I mean, a lot of these folks wouldn't know keeping it real if it jumped up and slapped them in the face. But some people need a dose of reality. Some people need to be taught a lesson about keeping it real. Yeah, I heard Kai Watts that the game was a male stripper. But yeah, Monique, the streets can't. The streets do talk. Exactly. And you know what? That's the one thing about a lot of these real street cats, these real dudes from the street, these real youngsters, these real hitters, shotters and killers in the street. They gonna call you out. They gonna tell off on you. Yep, T. Rogers is from Chicago, and he brought the Black Peace Stones with him and formed the BPS Blood Nation. So yeah, Chicago's my hometown. I was born and raised on the South Side, and I know about real gangsters there. I was never a part of that life, but I grew up around cats that came out of that life. And I grew up growing up on the South Side. I used to go to school with some of these cats. I used to go to school with real G's and real thugs and stuff like that. I never I remember when I was trying to me and my little sister when we were little, we were calling ourselves trying to gang bang. Well, let's just say our parents cut our gang banging career real short, real quick. So, but anyway, I'll be the first to tell you though, if you're not part of that life, you don't need to be playing with it. You don't need to be rapping about it. Because some of these guys right here, they glamorize it. They want to be street and don't know anything. They don't know the first thing about the street. Now I don't know how affiliated or how deep Pop Smoke was, but it took him out. It took him away. I don't necessarily even think it was the fact that he was affiliated that took him away. I think it's more so that he that he was broadcasting his location. Hey Vonda H is in the building. What's going on, love? I think that's more so what happened with what happened with Pop Smoke. So yeah, that's how I feel about that situation. So yeah, I hope everyone is having a good day today. I hope everyone had a blessed day. Hope everyone had a blessed week. I want everyone to I want people to just think about what it is that they do. I want people to, of course, follow what it is they want to do, but at the same time, just be aware, be alert of what's going on. check out the okie doke. Don't fall for. One thing I learned is that don't pee in my face and then tell me it's raining out. In other words, don't be fake. Don't be false. Be real. Me sitting right here, this is me being real. Now, I'm working toward my dream. I'm working toward making my dream a reality, and I've actually have done some things. I'm working toward. You're welcome, Vonda. I'm working toward. You welcome, Mimi. I'm working toward doing things more for my community. I wanna. That's the purpose of me being real, being the real Aaron Collins. And like I said before, being real doesn't mean that you have to put on a facade, that you have to be fake. Being real is what it says. It's exactly what the name entails, is you just being real, just doing what you're supposed to do. That's what being real is. That's exactly what it is. Being real is you just getting up, doing what needs to be done, getting on your grind, your hustle, and just doing that. You got people though that a lot of times when folks do these things, folks just want some attention. They want some attention that they never got. They want friends that they never had, and once again, that could lead to dire consequences. That could lead to some bad circumstances, and some people that could lead to you doing things that you ain't got no business doing. So, like I was saying, rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Rest in peace, Triple X Tentacion. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle, and all the other youngsters, all these other young men who we lost before their time. Do you remember a elder they called the preacher from Chirac? The preacher. No, I don't think I remember him. Monique. I don't think I remember him. Filthy Frank. A while ago, the elder went off on a tangent and blocked me for blocking a troll. Oh, so the elder. Oh, the elder. He's a content creator, Frank. Yeah, I'm not sure if I remember him. Yeah. Yes. I discovered I can mod people from my phone now. So, but yeah, some folks though don't know how to. Oh, the rabbit hole is endless, only deep. Oh yeah, yes it is, Monique. It's deep, and people, I don't know. People are looking for that fix. People are looking for acceptance. They're looking for people to like them, to love them. Hey, I get it. I understand what it is to be accepted. We all want to be accepted, but we want to be accepted for the right reasons. We don't want to just be accepted just to fit in, just to please everybody. No, it needs to be reciprocated. You know, we want to be accepted, and we also need to accept people. But at what cost, though? You see, unconditional love accepts you no matter what state you're in, regardless. That's what agape love is. That's what unconditional love is all about. And people are not always willing to understand that. People want to go through these extremes and think that's what they have to do. That's why so many of these youngsters are so messed up today because they just want to be accepted. So Frank says that, yeah, Baba Rasan. Well, oh, the elder. You're talking about the, oh, okay, that elder. I'm tripping. Elder Rasan Shakur. Okay, so Baba Rasan, where I met most of y'all at, I was a moderator on his platform. One day, I blocked a troll, and he asked if I was a troll. People say yeah, but he went off in a rage, so I backed away and got blocked. Oh man, I'm sorry that happened to you, Frank. Yeah, Frank, I do remember you on Baba's chat. Yeah, matter of fact, man, I guess I haven't. That's why when you asked me who the elder was, I know exactly who the elder is, and I forgot that he hadn't went by that name in so long. He goes by the name Baba Rasan Shakur. I forgot he went by the name Elder Shakur. Matter of fact, I think even before that he went by the name Elder Rasan Delay. I think that was his original name. But yeah, I know who the elder is. Yeah, the elder. I used to love coming to his lives. Cause elder, when he would have the music playing, his lives would be lit. Yeah, I remember the elder though. Yeah, I miss coming, but yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you, Frank. Yeah, you did meet most of us over there. I do remember meeting you there though. Yeah, the elder. He's somebody that he's been around, and I think he's kind of set in his ways. Elder, though, the one thing about the elder, he's not really tech savvy. I can tell that right off the bat. He's not really technologically savvy. He doesn't he doesn't know. Oh, you can support me through paypal.com/ the real Aaron Collins, as well as patreon.com/ the real Aaron Collins. That's paypal.me/ real Aaron Collins, rather. That is paypal.me, right? Yeah. Duh. Man, y'all. Yeah, I need to start going live more often. I mean, I appreciate everyone always coming here for me. I mean, I got so much love for you guys. I love you all for loving me back. And we gotta we just gotta be more aware of what we're doing. People, we have to be more alert and stop taking life for granted. Stop taking things for granted out here. Follow your dreams. Follow them with a passion. One thing about Kobe Bryant had a mentality and a philosophy called Mamba. Mamba mentality basically was saying to us is that when you do something, do it 100% or don't do it at all. Go for it all the way. Not halfway, but go all the way. That's the one thing about Kobe that set him apart from a lot of other people. He worked hard at what he does. He said that whatever it is you decide to do, whatever it is you want to follow, work hard at it, and you go for your all in achieving what it is you want to do. So if you want to be a hip hop artist, if you want to be a rap star, then do the things that's necessary to become a rapper. And I'm talking to myself also. I need to follow my own advice and yeah, follow to the gusto what it is you want to do. So that's what Mamba mentality was all about. R.I.P. to Kobe and Gianna Bryant, as well as the other 7 people that were on the helicopter. you know, so that's just what that's all about right there. We because we only get one life. We live this life. We need to live our life. What's going on, Mo Valley? I appreciate you, my brother. Yeah, I know Mo Valley. Yeah, I've been to your channel before also. Thank you so much for coming through. Oh boy, here we go. And the trolls want to come. All right. Yeah, okay. Oh, I tell you. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good. Because you know what? We gonna be all right. We gonna do what we came to do. You know, we're not gonna let the devil doesn't. The devil is not gonna come ruin this. But like I was saying, follow what it is you want to follow to the fullest, and don't let no one stop you. The only thing that could stop you is yourself. And believe me, I know that. And I know that to the fullest. You know, one thing I'm gonna say too. I'm gonna say this. I said this that I welcome the trolls because you know what, they might actually learn something. But that's the one thing too about trolls. See, the trolls are actually good for you. I'll tell you why. The trolls is one way to know that you're doing something that's apparently making an impact, that's making a positive effect in something. See, the one thing about Black YouTube, and this is the unfortunate part about Black YouTube, is there's a lot of drama and a lot of trolling. Now, I can't speak on other mainstream YouTube channels because I'm not part of their community. I mean, I do follow. There are some white YouTubers I follow, but I don't know of too many white YouTubers that are beefing with one another at the rate that black YouTubers beef with one another. I mean, black content creators, we just have so much vitriol toward one another. But the one thing about the trolls is the trolls really keep you on your toes. Hey, that was a rhyme. Trolls keep you on your man. Dang, thank you. Trolls keep you on your toes. See, and I did this is a video I made before too. Haters are motivators. That's right. Haters are motivators. We gotta step up our game, do what we need to do. Hmm. So that's what that is right there. But anyway, y'all, it's been an hour, and man, I definitely enjoyed talking to you and chopping it up with the family. And you know what? We gonna make it. We know the world could be an ugly place, but we gonna make it. We gonna make it, y'all. We gonna do what it is. Oh yeah, Kyle Watts. Yeah, I'm not saying that they don't, but it's just not broadcasted like the way we do it. See, because one thing I would say about mainstream people, they have their own code. We don't get on code. We're not on code like they are. We need to be on code also. But anyway, guys, you know what to do. Hit the bell icon. Get the likes up. Share this video out with your social platforms. And you know what, y'all? Just go with God and God bless you. I just repeated myself. I think I'm getting sleepy. But anyway, y'all, in the words of one Kobe Bryant, as he used to always say, Mamba out. God bless you. Thank you, Mimi. You do too. Every last one of y'all have a blessed evening. I love you all.